So, since you're done making goat noises at me, let me ask you this. Why do you feel the need to... I hope you do know I am recording this. Sumy will see this. So just know that before we proceed. Sumy will be seeing all this. I've already messaged him, so he does know that what you're saying of where you claim that I told you to jump off a cliff, he will know that that is a lie. I have 3 or 4 witnesses that can prove that. Just know that.
I also have people that know that you did say that.
Who? Do you have any proof?
Yes, I do.
Where's your proof?
It is Alan and OBJ.
Well, we all know. Hey, you know. Hey, we both know that you don't believe OBJ's story either. So you can't. So we can't really use his as a reliable thing. Oh, yeah, no, that's a lie. You said it yourself that you do not believe that he has special needs.
Used to.
Okay, well, you haven't said that you believe it. Anyway, either way, he's lied to me multiple times, so... And I know he's lied to other people in the server multiple times, so I don't think anyone in the server really believes him.
I do, because he's a good friend of mine, so...
Oh, is that why he is? Do good friends of yours call your other friends fags? I have a message where he called me a fag.
Oh, where is that at? Oh,
I have it screenshotted. I will send it to you right now. I don't care. I don't care if Alan likes me. Cause see, I also have John, one of the other admins. I have his alibi to me not telling you that to jump off a cliff and these other things that you're accusing me of. I have Joe Bloodknife, which was there. I also have another guy by the name of Kill Tracker, which was in the party.
He said UAF. UAF, okay?
UAF, and then 2 hashtags, which would stand for fag.
He never said it, though. He just said
that is what... Alright, Phillips, I know you're smarter than this. I will also be sending that screenshot to Sumy. It is obvious what he intended to say. The only reason it is 2 hashtags instead of the AG is because GTA has a monitoring system, so you cannot say the directly say fag, pussy, fuck, etc.
Oh, you're calling me that? Oh.
No, I'm not actually. I'm still recording.
Oh, I'm telling Boaz. Oh crap, you are Boaz.
As I said, GTA, the text message system has a monitoring system, so where you cannot say those things. So, also, I did not call you those things. I clearly said that you could not say those things through a GTA 5 online text message, and that's why you put the 2 hashtags. Yes, the chicken nugget thing does piss me off, because at the time I was trying to be serious, and then you directly said, well then I guess I shouldn't help you. So I left. But that's not the issue. The issue is the roleplay earlier today, which we will address. If you will stay in the party and let us address this and let me stream it, so that way I have the entire story for Sumy. And if you will give me the respect to let me give my side of the story from start to now, from the start way back earlier today to this point now, and then I will give you the same respect and let you tell your story.
Bye.
Okay, so it all started. I joined your party to do roleplay. You were doing a military thing, correct?
I'm not supposed to talk.
I'm asking you a question, Phillips. You don't have to be sarcastic.
Perhaps. My lawyer told me not to say anything, so...
Okay, well, I will ask Alan, and I also will ask, I believe it's King Walker Dream 1. That's his username. They were both there. And I have other people that have my side of the story as well. So, he was the other person doing the military thing with you when you were at the scrapyard, and he was the one that walked up to me first. So, y'all started,
yeah. My lawyer told me not to tell you anything, so.
You don't have a lawyer, I know that. So, anyway, So, also, if you're gonna keep being sarcastic with me like this, I'll just tell Sumy directly. I'll just wait and tell Sumy directly the entire story. So anyway, as I was saying, you were doing a military thing. Y'all started at the Sandy Shores airfield. I was going to, for an RP scenario, I was going to RP that I own the airfield to give us something to do, so that way we weren't just sitting around. You got mad about that, so you decided to move to the scrapyard. I had an idea. I'm going to go to the scrapyard, pick up some plane parts and some other parts to RP that. Okay. And so I roll up, I hear the gunshots, I don't really care. I'm figuring y'all are just doing the gang attack to get that out of the way because y'all are gonna RP there. So
no, we were playing it. You didn't listen.
Because at the time I did not know that. Can I please talk without you cutting me off?
Bah.
Just again, I will say this again. Think about what you say before you say it, because Sumy will be seeing this. I will send him this video. This is currently being live streamed onto my YouTube channel.
Okay. Dude, I don't care. You can keep live streaming.
No, I'm just saying, think about what you say before you say it. So, as I was saying, where was I? So, I roll up to the thing. You guys are doing that, so then,
the
yes, I roll up to the junkyard. You guys are doing your thing, and then, King Dreamwalker 1 walks up to me, asks me to leave. I proceed to say I'm on public property, because at the time I was within public property. So, we talk about that for a minute. You start pointing an LMG at me. I imply the fact that I am on public property. I will go and...
Where did she pull that shotgun out?
I had it strapped onto my bike.
Oh yeah, where is your bike? You weren't near your bike when you pulled that out.
Yeah, actually I was. I walked over to my bike. Also, I should kick you out right now for not giving me a little bit of respect and letting me talk. You want me to give you respect? I suggest you give me some respect. So, as I was saying, okay. So what you're saying is you have zero respect for me and you don't care or whatever. That's what you're saying, correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. I needed that, so that way Sumo will know that. Because if you don't know the server, you're supposed to respect your other members, whether I am lower or higher than you in the rankings of admin or police force.
I'm not even supposed to be with you. I'm not even supposed to be near you. Along with Alan.
Who said that?
Sumy.
Okay. I will ask Sumy about that. Anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what he said at this point because of the fact that we are currently addressing something. And he will be seeing this. What is your other? I don't care.
I like pizza.
So, as I was saying, so y'all start pointing guns at me. So I walk over to my motorcycle. I take my shotgun out of my holster that I have strapped to my bike. I proceed to start walking towards the insurgent. You keep pointing guns at me and claiming I'm going to get shot. Keep in mind, I am within my Second Amendment right to bear arms because I am being threatened. I am being threatened by two people. You did not present yourself as military. You were just two people in camouflage gear with a truck with a gun on it. That does not prove to me you are military. At the same time, you never said you were military. You said that I will get shot if I step foot inside the junkyard. So, anyway, after all that, I get on my bike. I then walk over to, I drive my bike into the scrapyard. I like how you're trying to make it to where Sumy can't hear me. He will be getting this story about himself without you there, so that way he has the entire story, because I know you're trying to do this so he cannot hear me. Also, Sumy, I just want to say this. This shows you the kind of respect that one of your admin has towards the other members. Because if I'm correct, admin should respect all members of the community and not just act like this. Which I assume you will agree with me, Sumy, is very childish to start ear raping and trying to do whatever he's trying to do. Anyway, so I drive into the junkyard. I'm currently going there on my
I got
street.
one last question to tell you. I got one question for you. How'd you figure out that everyone was in Discord? Boom, roasted. You do have Discord. You just don't want to join sumy.
No, John told me.
Roasted. Ah,
Actually,
roasted.
I will say this. I do have a way to get on. Currently, I do not. Okay, he left. Yes, Sumi, I do have a way to get on. It is a very complicated process. I do not have a lot of time to get on the server. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's that I just don't have a lot of time to be there. This is the wrong spot. So, continuing the story, I will actually show you where exactly I landed. This gang attack that is here was here at the time. They were doing that gang attack. So I'm standing right here. My motorcycle is sitting probably about right there. And they both run up to me with guns out. So anyway, after we talk for a minute about me being threatened, I get on my motorcycle, which is my cliffhanger. I drive it through that gate right there, that gate. I drive it around the side, right around these. I come back here. I pull my bike to this car over here. I mess with this car, RPing that I'm getting parts from it. And then I come over here to this toolbox. I jump the fence. As I jump the fence, I turn around and I see that Phillips is following me with an LMG out. Proceeds to say, oh, they are jumping fences now. So then I come over here, stand by the toolbox for a minute. Then Phillips walks up to the fence. I ask him in RP, I ask, can you not follow me? I do not feel comfortable and I feel threatened by you. He proceeds to start pointing an LMG at me and advising me to leave, etc. So I jump the fence to come back to my bike. He says, stop walking towards me. Keep in mind, he's standing about where I'm currently standing. Yeah, about at this trash pile right here. So I jump the fence, so he starts backing up and saying, stop walking towards me. My bike is parked about right this little area, right around in front of this car. So, because he's doing that, I'm going to proceed to walk towards him until he winds up in this bus. He walks out, starts pointing the LMG at me again, saying he's going to shoot me. So I kill him. He proceeds to break RP and scream, fail RP, you are being kicked for that. I ask him...
I'm to stop you right there.
No, you're not actually. You are not actually going to stop me. I'm going to finish my side of the story and then you can talk, Phillips. Alright, I will... Alright, I will now mute you until I finish my side of the story, or will you be quiet? Which will it be, Phillips? Do I need to mute you, or will you let me finish?
You can stop treating me like a little girl.
I mean, that's what you're acting like.
Whoa. I gotta move my mouth. I don't know this my temper.
Oh, go ahead. Go right ahead. Please do. I gotta go back over there. So, he proceeds to claim that I am fail RPing and that I'm getting kicked. He says, quote, fail RP, Boaz, you are getting kicked for that. Who else was there? I believe, let's see, there was King Walker Dream 1, or King Dream Walker, whatever his name is, something like that, one in the party, along with a guy called Reaper and a few other people that I can find their usernames if I really need to, if that's needed to handle this. So the bike I had out was my cliffhanger. It was parked about right here. Phillips was standing about right there. I jumped the fence. He starts backing up saying stop walking towards me as I'm walking directly towards my bike, not even towards him. He says he's going to shoot me if I keep walking as I'm walking towards my motorcycle to leave. So I turn to him and I start walking towards him because of the fact that I'm apparently can get shot for trying to leave. Keep in mind they're claiming they are military and that they own the scrapyard. Never in my life have I heard of a military owning a scrapyard in the middle of the desert. So they do that. So I shoot him, which is actually a within RP, which was a legit thing to do. And so apparently it is fail RP to kill someone that is pointing a LMG at you, that is wearing combat gear, that never presented themselves, that never said, I am part of the military, until after the fact that they said the military owns this. Never said once that I am part of the military. did not identify themselves until after I was told I was going to be shot and killed. So, after that, I leave. I get kicked from no, that's a lie. Actually, I don't. I leave the scrapyard. Let me swap bikes so that way I'm a little bit quicker. That was just right. Okay, my hexer. Let me just a second to swap bikes. So, I proceed to leave the scrapyard and start going out, and I asked Phillips, what am I getting kicked for? He says, for killing me, or whatever he said. Something along the lines of, you killed me, that's fail RP. To kill someone. Keep that in mind. According to Phillips, it is 100% fail RP to murder someone with a shotgun when they're pointing an LMG at you. So, I was probably about roughly here. He's saying his side of the story, so he said, this isn't an exact quote, but this is a rough quote from what I remember, because this was about, what time is it? Currently, it is 8:47 p.m., at the time of recording, Central Standard Time. So this was a good 6 hours ago, if not more. So anyway, I'm not gonna remember exactly what was said, but I'm going off along the lines to what I remember being said. And if we need to get witnesses from that role play in, we can. I do not mind it. Honestly, I'm all for it. I do have witnesses that I will have for something that I'm gonna bring up soon. So, sorry. So he says that I said, Phillips says, and I quote, you are fail RPing. You rolled up to the airfield saying you own it, so we came over to the scrapyard. Then you started saying you own the scrapyard. That is when I cut him off, this in quote there, I cut him off and say, I never once said I own the scrapyard. I said I know the person that owns the scrapyard because I was trying to make a roleplay scenario out of it, but he didn't want to let it happen. I will say this, I do believe Phillips is power hungry, considering he kicked me out before this party where all this that I've explained before now, however you would like to phrase it, he kicked me out of because of the fact that I cut him off and told him what he was wrong about. So he didn't even get my side of the story because he did not care. He did not want to deal with it because he knew he was wrong. So I do have voice messages between me and Phillips if I do need to add that in to where I say some things and he just kind of sits there and laughs at it. Me and DTP, I don't know the numbers, which is Trooper John in Vinewood's Finest RP. He had joined the party with me a little bit later. So since I was being kicked out for supposed fail RP, I decided, okay, since they're going to do that, I'm going to get my friends in there and I'm going to ruin this for them. So I get a few people in, and I'm not sure how it went down because at this time I had to leave to start getting ready for work. Phillips, I'm going to mute you if you do not be quiet. I'm trying to tell my side of the story.
Are you threatening me?
I'm threatening to mute you, yes.
Okay, then do it. I will tell this story, my story. Because I know you don't, you just switched your story twice.
Okay, as I was saying, so I invite some people into a party. I try to get them into session, even though I was already kicked out of session. I did start, before I was kicked out of session, yes, I did kill one of them. I believe I killed Alan, was it? No. No, I didn't mess with Alan, because Alan didn't do anything. It was, Dream Walker 1. I had killed him. He started killing me, so I go in passive mode. I come over, they're over here at the airfield, so I jump into Cargo Bob, and I start running into the,
I didn't get off, I just gotta sit here and listen to someone
Phillips, I'm not saying you have to sit here. You don't have to stay here. You can leave if you want.
I really don't want to explain their side. They're just
But,
making up a bunch of stuff saying like,
keep in mind, Phillips, your mic is unmuted. Sumy will be hearing that as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. You want to join the? Are you in the thing? I don't think you. Yeah. Here, I'll add you to this.
Do not add him to my podcast group. I do not add him to my podcast group. That is for people that I allow into my podcast, not for people that I do not.
Do you dislike him?
Yes, I do not like Anthony. I do not like Anthony. List, since you will not respect my request to not add Anthony in here.
That's my man. Hi, Anthony.
Goodbye, Anthony.
He's just trash. Anthony, he's sort of trash. Don't worry about it.
Assuming Phillips is now proceeding to call me trash.
Sure did.
So, anyway, so I go in passive, I get in a helicopter, and I start running into other helicopters to blow them up.
Anthony, this isn't like you.
I get kicked.
He's thinking you're, I don't want to say this because I don't want to hurt your feelings, but he doesn't believe in you. He doesn't believe you. He thinks you are a big fake about everything. He thinks you're fake about the server. He thinks you fake everything.
You can go and tell Anthony. Go ahead and say it straight to him. I do not believe it. Or tell him that I am currently saying that I do not believe it, because I do not. I have said it to Sumy many times. Sumy does not. Oh, LBJ or OBJ13_boy just messaged me, which is.
Are you gonna get offended by saying chicken? He's getting offended.
No, I'm not offended. I'm getting that. I'm going to.
That you said chicken. He's getting offended.
Anyway, well, no, actually, Anthony called me a fag earlier. You want to bring that up? You want to ask Anthony why he called me a fag?
He live streaming on his little YouTube.
So anyway.
I'll send it to you on Discord. He's my guy. I think that you really. He's just don't worry about him. He just tries to get on your nerves and be kind of rude.
Phillips, I will tell if you want me to, I will make a new party, and I will tell Anthony to his face that I do not believe it right now.
Okay, do it. Do it.
I just posted in there. If I need to, I will invite Sumy in there, because I'm going to have to make a new one anyway, because you have invited someone that I kindly ask you not to invite into my podcast group. Also, you will be removed from being allowed in my podcast because of that. Because if you cannot respect my wishes to not get people in there, or to not invite people that I do not want in my podcast, on my channel in there, you don't need to be there either. Let's see, where was I? So, I invite some people into a party. See, I believe John was there. Anthony just replied to what I said with, I do not believe you, stupid. Sumy, actually, I'll ask you on Discord if you want me to, or next time I talk to you. Phillips, you left before I could say this. Yes, I technically do have a way on Discord. It is a very complicated situation. I am very busy lately. I do have a way to get on Discord. I do not have the time to get on Discord. The way I found out about what you are saying is through Trooper John. He told me that he said, and I quote, Phillips is telling me to 1v1 him, end quote. Another quote from John, and I quote, Phillips is saying that you told him to jump off of a cliff, end quote. So yes, and if you do not believe that, we will get John involved. Well, John's already going to get involved anyway. But if you do not believe me, go ask John for yourself. He's currently not online. He had to get off for the night. But go ahead and ask him whenever you get the chance. I can very easily make another one. Also, I will go and screenshot that. permanently remove podcasts.
Do not care. Because this podcast is pretty stupid.
This
And
is
I
not.
quote,
This is not a podcast currently. This is me dealing with a problem.
okay, is it my turn yet? Because you've had way longer.
No, I'm telling the entire story from start to finish, and then Anthony just said that I said jump off a cliff, Boaz. That's his exact message. Anthony, if you're currently watching my stream, it says I have one viewer. That's either Anthony or one of my normal viewers. So Nate the Monster will also be blocked. He said, quote, "You are all retarded Jews," so I will be blocking him. This also, Sumy, I actually should have screenshot that. That also shows you the type of people your admin, or one of your admin affiliate with. He finds calling people retarded Jews funny. I've had Phillips multiple times call me faggot, queer, etc.
Oh yeah, never actually said that because of what you believe in, and I've never actually.
You just stopped yourself. You were about to say that you have respect for me, and then you caught yourself. Because I was about to stop you right there, because you said it yourself. You have zero respect for me. That is another thing. I don't know if I got this. Actually, you did. I asked. You said something along the lines of, "I don't have respect for you." So I asked you directly, "Are you saying that you have zero respect for me?" You said yes. If I'm correct, I have that in the last live stream, which was a lot shorter. So anyway, back to the story. So I invited people. I don't know what happened from then. I will have to ask those people. I have not had a chance to talk to them. Once they said that, I know a few of them got into the server. I don't know how it went from there because I had to get offline to go to work. So, because of what he did, that sent me to work in a bad mood, affected my abilities to work properly and be in the right mindset. So, I get off work. So, also, if you notice, Phillips does not want to give me respect and let me finish my side of the story before he speaks. I know for a fact if this, Phillips, I know for a fact if I was Sumy, you would keep your mouth shut. So if we need to get Sumy into this to get the full story out without you cutting me off and ear raping like a child, which you are being, and I will say it in front of Sumy that you are acting like a child and being very immature. And I don't believe you should be an admin, personally.
Okay, just tell him. I don't care. It does not matter to me.
So yours. Okay. So you just said the server. So okay, but you said you just don't care about the server though. You just said that. You said you do not care.
I said I do not care if I'm an admin or not. All I care about is role-playing in the server. If you would have listened with your 2 ears, which I don't know you might have to, but
I have it recorded. I have it recorded. You said, and I quote, "I do not care. Tell him." So you did not say that you do not care about being an admin. You just said you don't care. So anyway, back to the story. So I get back from work. So I get back from work, I get online, I start talking to John and a few other people. If that notification was Phillips just leaving the party. So I get into a party with John and a few other people. I find out that you're in a session. So you invite me in. Phillips have currently invited me to a party I'm joining. I have just joined Phillips's party that he invited me to. I don't know what the point is. He's most likely going to kick me out if he does not like something I say, and I will have to make another party to continue this. Barry, get wrecked. I'm not quite sure who you are. I'm currently, if you like, I can mute you. I'm currently doing a stream. Me and Phillips are having D29 are having a issue with a GTA server we're in.
I'll boot everyone offline if you want.
Please do. Because he's not giving me enough, it's D29, the party host. He's not giving me the respect to, let me talk and finish my story.
No, I'm not booting him off, I'll boot you off. Hold on.
Okay, so Phillips is now trying to get me booted offline by a call named Barry Get Wrecked. So I get back from work. I'm invited into your party. I join the session. I get mercenary sent on me. Assuming you were there for most of this. I get mercenary sent on me. And so, I'm sorry, I just had my brain just died for a second. So, I have mercenary sent on me by Phillips. I am either killed by them or kill them, I don't know which one. So, I join the sumy's party, and I ask why Phillips sent mercenaries on me. He says because, and I quote, and I have Arwood, Hunt, Allen, Sumy, yourself, and a few other people. He said, and I quote, the mercenaries told me, or something along the lines of, the in-game Merryweather contact told Phillips to send mercenaries on him. And then, so he sends mercenaries on me to escalate my anger and aggression towards him. So, from there on, I say a few things to him, and then I leave the party. But before I leave the party, I say, if I get a mugger or mercenary sent on me, I will get people in this session, and I will do something. Thank you for that, Phillips. GTA 5 Roleplay is Phillips' YouTube channel, just so we know. I do not currently have a way to mute him, or I would. Phillips is now asking for my real name. Phillips, just tell your little booter friend that I will be blocking him, and if I do get booted, I will contact the police, because it is technically against the law to kill someone. And what name are you implying to? Yeah. Anthony, I will also ban you from my channel. I will ban both of you if I have to. So anyway, before I leave Sumy's party, I say, if I get more mercenaries or a mugger sent on me, I will bring people into this session, and I will do something about it. About less than 20 to 30 seconds after I leave the party, Hunt sends mercenaries after me. So, I get people in the session. Sumy and a few other people leave. We start having a battle. Phillips, since you're currently in my stream, if you will kindly invite me back to the chat that has that you or Anthony, whoever made, yes, you made it to start trash talking us. Let's see, is there any other points I need to make? Now, Phillips, if you would like to join my party, I will invite you and let you explain your side of the story. I'm asking you this now. Do you want to put your side of the story on my channel? Alright. Just know, Phillips, Sumy will be able to see chat. Sumy? Cool. Phillips just posted in my channel, or chat, quote, nah, F you. So Phillips, I am done with it from this point on. I am done with you. If you'd like to unfriend me, go right ahead. Just do not block me, because we will need to probably wind up in a party together. So that way Sumy can talk to us both. I will not have much to do with you. Tell Alan and Hunt that I am not mad at them. You are the current issue. If there is anything you would like to say and have it on my channel, you can either say it in chat, or I will invite you into my party. So that way you can say what you would like to say, and then we will be done with it from there. I will ask you kindly, if I'm doing a roleplay, or rather, I'm telling you this, if I'm hosting a roleplay, and you, Alan, or Hunt join, I'm not going to kick you. You three, and everyone else in the server are very good role players, I will give that to you. We are a very legit community. Anthony just said, nah, F you. Thank you for that, Anthony. As I was saying, though, everyone in the community is mostly everyone in there is a very legit role player. So I do not mind having you guys in my role plays. Phillips, I'm going to kindly ask you do the same. Thank you, you aren't, no. Alright, Phillips, anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to kindly ask you to do the same. If you're doing a roleplay, or if you are hosting, or if you have joined somebody's roleplay, and I join, please do not try to get me kicked. You're doing it for the same reason I want to do it. We're just trying to do something in our free time. If you do not want to do that, fine, I don't mind. I'm not going to hide the fact that you have done these things. Doug said you are trash. I do not know who Doug is. I do not care. If Doug is in the server, let's go ahead and have him. You just pulled him into this. Whoever this Doug person is, they are now in this. Anthony is now calling me trash again. So, at this point, I don't really have much left to say. Phillips, is there anything you would like to say? Or Anthony, either one of you? If either one of you would like to join party, come on in, my party is open. Oh, okay, Doug. See, Doug has never roleplayed with us. And it is spelled the booter. Please send me his username so that way I can block him, because I do block people that boot. Phillips, if you do get me booted, I will be notifying Sumy. My mother is actually currently in the hospital. That is the reason that I have stepped back from Discord and all that, because we were very behind on bills and other stuff. So if you can not your username, Phillips. Doug's username. I just don't know. Yeah, as I was saying, my mother is currently in the hospital. I don't feel I need to go into more detail with it. I didn't even need to tell you that much. But if you're going to bring my mother into it... Hey, Skittle, now's not the real, or the best time to join in. This is currently for a Discord server I'm in. GTA 5 Roleplay is, the other person affiliated with this, and, it's fine, Phillips. I can just go through recent players since he was in the party with me. But yeah, Skittle, as I was saying, this isn't the best time. I'm currently having a fallout, or argument, whatever you would like to call it, with GTA 5 Roleplay, is also known as Phillips, also known as D290A2555. They have done some things recently that I'm bringing to... He decided this was all out of our Discord server. It was not within the Discord server. I will find those other accounts and I will block those as well. So... Excuse me. So, well, Phillips, you're asking for my name, and this is for Sumy, so just because other people join in does not mean that makes you exempt. I am going to be respectful and not call you that from now on. We will have problems. We already have problems. So, join my party. I made a new party, so... Go ahead and join in and explain to me what problems we will have if I call you by your, quote, real name, which, going off of either from what I know, that would be a last name. Going off a last name can't really do you much. You know how many people have that last name in the world? A lot. So that really doesn't mean much. It'd be different if I was calling you by your first, middle, last name. So, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought. Okay. I will block him, and I will report him, because PlayStation is starting to ban people for booting people offline, because it is against TOS. So I do report booters. I have gotten booters banned in the past, and I will do it again if I need to. I was booted about 4 times this morning, before I joined your party. He said you re. I'm not sure what you're supposed to mean, what re means. If you can kindly explain what that's supposed to mean. I have audio of him saying, yes, I will boot him. I thought he was talking to me. But he was talking to you. You had me muted. I do have in this stream, the same stream that we're currently in, he said, yeah, I will boot him if you want. So, the second he said that, I left to avoid getting booted so I could... He said it. That therefore makes him... what's the word? No, Skittle, honestly, you're fine if you want to sit here and listen to my kind of rant, stories, my side of this, whatever you want to call it. You're fine if you want to sit here. Honestly, I might even stream some Fortnite in a little bit. If, maybe not, because I'm most likely going to have both of them spamming my chat until I have a way to, time out or ban them from my channel. As I was saying though, D, you are now calling me gay. Sumy has said in the past not to call people that in the server as an insult, because there are people that are homosexual in the server, so he will also see that. Oh yes, I will, Anthony. And if you're going to continue to trash talk me and other things, oh, I still have these messages. So we have one from D when I asked him, Skittle, you would already have mod at this point, but it's the fact that I have to do it off a laptop. I know you are, Anthony, and I don't care either. This is a message from Anthony saying, quote, you are a F, hashtag, which many of you may know. In GTA, it has a text monitor system, so you cannot say fag, other words like that. Thank you, Skittle. Skittle, honestly, if I could use you in any way, well, not use, but if you could help in any way, I would let you, but there's nothing you can really do. This is just kind of an internal problem. I'm only bringing this to my channel so that way I have audio proof of things that Phillips has said and things that he has claimed he's going to do, and so I also have my side of the story on here, and then I will also be telling Sumy, which is the server leader, the same story in person, or not in person, but over Discord directly to him. Anthony, how exactly will you get me banned? I have the message of you calling me a fag. But I was saying, so you cannot directly say you are a fag, etc., things like that. You cannot curse through the... If I'm correct, you cannot say any, air quotes, naughty words in the Discord, or, in the GTA 5 text message system. That is actually a lie, Phillips. There's a little thing called a screen name. I do go by Williams a lot. I do have a screen name that I use a lot. If you would like to know, my screen name is Eric Williams. If any of you would like to start calling me that, that is 100% fine. I do not mind. That is what I go by off the internet, to have a name on the internet, because I do not give out my real name unless I know this person in real life. Anthony, I have a message of you saying about... Anthony, is your gamer tag OBJ13_BOIII, which would say be OBJ13_boy? You're good, Skittle. I'll catch you whenever. Anyway, so, and also, Anthony, it is not against the law or against any terms of service for me to curse. I have my right of free speech. I can say, basically, I can say anything I want, because I have the right to. You might not find it morally right. That will be a different case with me. I have my own beliefs, you might have yours. Anyway, Phillips, I will go and invite you into the party. Oh. Thank you for that. Anthony, this is a message from you, though. So, you were in this game at one point. Phillips, I will go and invite you into the party, so that way you can say you're a part. If you have not already unfriended me. You haven't? Okay. There's an invite. I need to search up the barricade. So, there is an invite to the party. If you would like to join in and say your side of the story. Phillips, I'm not joining that party if it has the person that I'm currently blocking. Barry Get Wrecked 420. I have just blocked him. Your party invite and see if Barry is in it. It says there too. Yes, it says Barry Get Wrecked 420 is in it. I will not be joining that party. I have blocked him. Phillips is now calling me a pussy. Anthony, please save your proof. Screenshot it, however. Phillips, I blocked Phillips as well. Show me your proof. Or, GTA 5 roleplay, sorry. Show me y'all's proof of it. I'm not joining that party, Phillips. That does not make me a pussy. That means I do not want to get booted offline. Anthony's now calling me a bitch. I hope you know this, Anthony. I am currently streaming this. I will be sending this video to Sumy the second I get a chance, because this has my side of the story, plus with Phillips' interruption, or GTA 5 roleplay's interruptions and other things he said in here, plus it has what you guys are saying in chat currently. So keep that in mind before you speak. GTA 5 roleplay, my party is still open. I will invite you one more time. If you do not join, that's fine. I will end the stream here. Actually, I might even stream a little bit longer and just hang out. But currently, unless Phillips joins the party, I'm going to invite one of my other friends that was also here and get his side of it. Phillips, if you spam my chat, that will be a guarantee ban. We don't care if me and D get banned. Okay. Good for you, Anthony. If you don't care, go ahead and leave the server. I don't mind. I will say this to you, Anthony. I do not like you. I mean that in the nice way. Joe, I am currently streaming on YouTube. I put my side of the story out between what happened between me and D29. I invited you in here so that way I can get your side of what you were at. So if you will just, from where you joined in, and what you know, go ahead and say that. GTA 5 roleplay, which is D29's YouTube channel, might join the party. So if he does and he is cutting you off, I advise you just to mute him until you're done. The party. Yeah, do not join. If D29 does invite you to a party, do not join. He has a guy called Barry Get Wrecked 420 in there who is a booter. I suggest you go block him. Because GTA 5 roleplay. If you hear me say GTA 5 roleplay, I'm referring to D29. They have attempted to get this person to boot me already. The second I heard the word boot, I left the party and blocked the person, which is a party that GTA 5 roleplay is inviting me to, which I cannot join because I already left and I have a person in that party blocked. So my party is open to D29 if he would like to join and explain his side of the story. It still is. If you hear me talking, continue talking. That's just me talking to Anthony and D29. What am I being reported for? So yeah, if you ever hear me ask a random question or start talking, it's most likely me talking to my chat.
Yeah, me too, but you're being kind of an asshole today, bro. You can hear me.
Yeah, he can. Joe, do you have your your settings set to where your voice share is on?
I believe so.
Okay, check real quick because it is not. If it's not on, they won't be able to hear you. GTA 5 roleplay. What am I being reported for, by the way? And if you can set that on, just so that way. Okay. Phillips, if you will please mute the stream. Okay. So, okay, you have it on, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. D29, if you will please mute the stream and go ahead and give your side of the story, I will have Joe wait. If you do not mute it soon and start talking, I will kick you out of the party so that way we can do this. And then I will invite you to a new party once Joe has explained his side.
Yo, Boas, we need to talk, bro.
No, we do not. You need to get out of my party.
Oh, if you kick him, you can kick. Okay, yep.
I kicked him because he is a booter. I do not affiliate with booters. I blocked him.
He does not boot.
He claimed.
That says you're booting. So you might be able to affiliate with your own self. Oh, so you can affiliate with your own self. So how do you do anything? How do you go to the bathroom? How do you lay in bed? How do you play on PlayStation? How do you do anything?
Joe?
Yeah, hypocrite.
Sorry, Joe.
Hypocrite.
Philip, D29, he said he is going to boot me. I am not. I have blocked him. I do not. If somebody says they're going to boot me, I do block them. And I will. If it comes down to it, I do have my reasons as to why I boot people. But if I'm going to get booted for something like this, not necessarily. If somebody claims they're going to boot me, you are the one trying to get me booted. Now, go ahead and tell your side of the story, start to finish, or would you like Joe to go first?
I'll be glad to go first.
Okay, go ahead, Joe. If you would like, please mute your mic, or just be quiet. It's your choice. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to interrupt you.
Yeah. You guys gotta be quiet, because I was quiet.
That is a lie. Continue.
Where are you? Stupid.
Joe, if you would like to, Phillips, if you will, sorry, D29, if you will send your video to sumy directly as well, with the title that you apparently have, which sounds like you said stupid something. Joe, if you would like to leave party, I will, and just hang out and do what you want, I will invite you back once, D29 is done, or if you would like to say it's your choice. Okay. So go ahead, D29, whenever you're ready.
Alright, so basically what happened was this, how do I explain that? I don't want to say it like in a new way, but I don't want to say it. I don't know. I'll ask you after stream. So he asked me, okay, he asked me, why did I get, do you want me to go from the very start?
The very start, from the roleplay that happened around, I think it was around 11.
I was roleplaying with other friends, and then we were just having a good time until Boaz joined. So he joined. I'm not really okay, Boaz. I don't want me to kick you straight off the bat. I said I'll give him a chance, and if he likes it like he's off, I'll come use it. So then we were roleplaying for a bit. As soon as we got in, he said, "Oh, we were at the airfield military, like me and my other military guys. We were at the airfield working like we worked at the airfield, and then Boaz thinks, oh, maybe I should own the airfield." When we were at the airfield, thinking that, oh, we've been deployed to the airfield, blah blah blah. It was stated not owned by you. And then he's like, I own the airfield. Like, you can't just own the airfield because.
Do you mind if I say one thing? No, I will admit I'm going to cut in a few times. I will kindly ask you if you do not want me to say anything. You can tell me no. At that time, you never said the military, owned the airfield. Because you are deployed somewhere does not necessarily mean that you own that property. It is still owned by the original owner. The military would just be using that property.
You never said, hey, I own it, until we were there and doing our stuff, and then you're like, I own it. Like, how does that make sense?
You never said you owned it either. And the military would not own the airfield. It would be owned by somebody already. Nobody had already claimed the airfield. So I thought, okay, I will go and do this to give us a RP scenario. Continue.
Oh my god! Don't be! Oh my god! Don't be! Give me a measure. Give me a measure. So basically after that, we went to the junkyard trying to avoid him, and like, okay, if you want to have that, we own the junkyard. We said we own the junkyard. And then all of a sudden he comes over, tries to block us off, cut us off, and all that.
That is
After
not
he does
true.
all that, we started going to the junkyard, started to get our stuff. It was getting attacked, so we were both play that. That was gang activity. So we both played that. And we both played that. He pulled up. We were like, this is military officials, and we just started place. He kept walking and we're like, sir, stop. He kept walking, proceeded to walk and follow them. He got into the toolbox. He shot me and then kicked him out of the party.
Okay. May I ask you to give us some more D29, will you give us more detail, because you gave very vague detail as to you said basically are saying that I walked up, got in a toolbox, and then shot you. Not that there was no dialogue between us, that I just did that and then shot you. So if you will please give as much detail as you possibly can, so that way we have the most accurate stories.
So basically, he was being good to us the most time. That's all. And she
Oh, hey, cut the combo.
Joe, hey, Joe, stay out of this right now. I don't care. Joe, stay out of this right now. Let Phillips, or, I'm sorry, D29, finish his story.
So then I kicked him for quote-unquote as I said.
So, not trying to carry off, but, so, your terms of fail RP is killing someone because they're pointing a LMG at me.
What?
That's what happened. I started walking towards my motorcycle. You pointed actually you were pointing an LMG at me before I jumped back over the fence. You...
hard and I cannot do this. I can't do that.
Joe, am I lagging?
No.
Okay, thank you. So as I was saying, I jumped the fence to walk back towards my bike. You were already he has left again. So I'll fill in the part that I was talking about. I jumped the fence to start walking towards my bike. I explained this earlier. And then he proceeded to he was already pointing an LMG at me. He proceeded to continue to point at it and tell me I will get shot if I get on my bike. I will end there. I will try to get Phil's back in the party. If he does not join, Joe, I will get what you have between like your side, since you were a part of the Phillips joint just when we were in the other party and he joined in and he started saying all that stuff. Actually about an hour ago now, Jesus. Just your side, since you were the only witness and I did not have that part streamed or recorded in any way. The part that I had you clip, you remember that?
Yeah, I clipped all of it.
You have everything he's clipped. Thank you very much. If you can upload that to YouTube and title it For Boaz, I will appreciate that, and I will get that and send it to Sumy as well. Yeah, whenever you get it, whenever is convenient for you. He doesn't seem to be joining back, so Joe, go ahead and start with what happened what happened with the clipped part, the part that I had you clip. Also, I will say this: most likely, this will go on much longer than this. There will be a person reach out to you, which is Sumy. His username is that guy, and then some numbers. So,
I know him.
yeah. So if he reaches out to you and asks you about it, go along with. Okay, you're still on his friends list. Yeah, I know you were in the server at one point. So,
No, me and him are friends before the server, I think.
Oh. Okay, well, if he reaches out to you, it would help me a lot to have you there, to basically back up my side of the story. Since I have witnesses, and I do have other witnesses as well, which is Kill Tracker and Trooper, Admin Trooper John. So Joe, if you'll go ahead with the part that you had clipped, if you can quote D29 as best as you can, and just give me your side of the story. Basically, every interaction I've had with D29 that you have been at, from the very first one that you were there for to the very last one.
So all I know, really, is D2 joined the party. He was being really like asshole, and he was acting like nothing was like kind of like nothing was against him, even though everything was on him. In that moment, he was acting all calm, you know. And then, like, we talked to him for a few minutes. I don't remember all the convo, but I know the last part, he like erased the mic and said something dumb and laughed. So that's the part that...
Yes, I do have it recorded of him ear raping. Keep in mind, by the way, the LA or Vinewood's Finest RP, he is currently an admin in, and that is how that admin treats his members of a community that he admins. Even though I am technically not in the community right now, because I do not really have time to be on and don't have a way half the time. But anyway, I'm gonna stop cutting you off. Go ahead with the rest of it. Anthony, I will do something. Sumy does already know about what happened earlier this morning. He will be informed about the rest of this. He will get most likely both mine, D29's, Joe's, John's, and a few other people. Anthony, you are, in D29, if you just said in my chat, quote, F you, I'm done with 5-year-olds. D29, I am, if I'm correct, you are 14. That would mean I am 2 years older than you. So, it's in my stream, so I don't need to screenshot it. Whenever Sumy watches through it, if he watches through it, I will have to get timestamps. 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds. I just said that so that way I can remember that later. If you can write that down and message me 1 hour, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Well, I don't need to screenshot it because it's in my stream already. But, because it can view chat. Can I screen? Okay, I can. And Anthony, because of this message where you called me a fag, I will be telling Sumy about that as well. So something will most likely happen to you as well. So, Joe, continue with anything else you have to say from your experience with me and D29 today.
So he ear raped us, you know, the casual D2. So all together today, he's been trying to start fights with every single one of us, you know.
Joe, you do agree that I did invite you into a session with D29, Sumy, Hunt,
yes,
Arwood, Allen, and a few other people to start attacking OBJ, or not OBJ, originally, it was originally, his name is Joe, and hang on, Anthony, this Joe is part of this because he was affiliated with this. He was a part of the, quote, war that we had a while ago. So the original plan was I was going to get people in. I invited you, I told you the plan, which was exactly, we will invite you into a session. We are going to kill these 3 people. D29A2555, Winford Allen, and Hunt. Anthony, yes, he was involved in this because of me, because I needed people in here to help me deal with you guys.
I mean, those go way back.
Since Joe, I'm currently talking with Joe, if you will just give us a second to finish up. So, that is correct. I told you that we were going to kill those 3 people, and then OBJ started getting in on it, and then Arwood. Right. So we started killing those 2 as well.
And you also, they also got bodied and got hurt really bad.
D29, I'm going to ask you nicely to be quiet while Joe finishes his side of the story. You left. You will be muted if you do not be quiet.
No one supposed to go because he was the one going passive.
Yes, I did go passive. There is a thing called. Yes, I went passive because I was going to start passive. No, because there's a thing called, quote, passive popping. You go in passive mode, you come out, you kill someone, you go back in. Yes,
to
it
be
is
honest,
a.
you never did passive pop. You
It is
never
a-
went to passive pop. You only came out
Well, you,
passive
okay,
once.
I will
And
mute
OBJ
you.
was
I
bothering
will
you
mute
very
you.
badly.
I will
Hey,
mute
hey,
you
5-0.
if you do not be
5-0.
quiet.
Can you be quiet?
Anthony has
Be
just
quiet,
called me a
5-0.
little girl. Joe, do not insult him because keep in mind this is being streamed. I cannot cut any of this out, so this is 100% what is.
Because he insulted us.
Let him say what he wants to say because he will be the one getting consequences for his actions, along with Anthony. Also, Anthony, if I do wind up in a roleplay with the server and you are there and you do start killing me, I can guarantee you that will get you kicked from the server because you will be FLRPing. That goes for you too, and if you will inform Alan and Hunt that if y'all treat me any different because of what has happened, if I am within a roleplay before this is solved with the server.
To be honest with you, half of the server hates you. Just let you know.
To be honest with you, I have asked you nicely. Anthony, thank you for calling me gay again. That is also
Never have said that. That
Anthony,
is
I haven't
completely
messaged
made up.
currently. Anthony just said, okay, gay, implying that I am gay. I
You
have.
just said that I was. You just,
No.
Okay, yeah, I got my options.
Making fun of Xavier.
Asasa da da da. Now is not the best time. Currently, I'm dealing with some stuff between me, D29, and Joe. That's happened. If you will just mute D29 for now.
Psychopath, at least.
What's going on here, bro?
Some stuff went down. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect you. Once we're done with this, I will probably start up a school RP if you want to join in. But if you want to just mute D29 for now, D29 left party. Oh, okay. I didn't get the notification. The server doesn't like you. I also do not like you, Anthony, and I actually do know people in there that do like me. Trooper / admin John. Civ Crystal, which is actually one of my best online friends. And Joe was in the server at one point, and he is one of my good friends. He was, if I'm correct, kicked. I know you were kicked. I don't know if you're banned for apparent FLRP. No one like you, fag. Thank you for that, Anthony. Screenshot of that. Anthony. Yeah, I saw. So there's this guy in the server by OBJ Boy, or his name's Anthony.
Didn't Sumy always say no being mean to people?
Yes, no. So the rule is you are not allowed to call people gay, queer, fag, etc. Racial slurs or just slurs in general for someone, sexuality, gender, race, etc. Which I have a message of Anthony calling me a fag, and I also have another message of him calling me a fag.
I guess that's the only words in the vocabulary.
Well, Anthony is special needs, so that's the thing with that. But he's been told not to do that. He knows he's not supposed to do that. I've told him myself that that's not a very, good thing to say. The owner of the server and many other people have also told him not to. There was a problem, I believe, yesterday with him calling someone either retarded or a fag, something along those lines. But anyway, off that topic, so, basically, long story short, Phillips got mad because I killed him in a roleplay within RP. He got mad because he didn't get his way. He kicked me. It escalated to here because he decided to send mercenaries. See, I was going to drop it once I got off from work and joined your party, Sumy. I was done with it. But it's the fact that Phillips sent mercenaries on me that ticked me off. So I joined in and I said what I said. And I said if it happens again that I will get more people in. And then Hunt sent them on me. And then Hunt told me that D29... Arwood, Allen, basically everyone that was in Sumy's party, Hunt claims that everybody told him to send mercenaries on me, including Sumy. So if that is the case, Sumy, I would like to speak with you personally about this, because of the fact that I do not believe that that is very mature when I have asked politely not for people to not do that. Because me and John were going to try to do a little RP, me and him, and just hang out in session. But that had to happen, so we had to do what we had to do. I made a promise. I stuck to my promise. End of story. I'm done with it at this point. Joe, is there anything else you would like to add in on D29 or your experience with D29 or anything like that, or anybody else within the server?
D29 just always been that type of guy to, be mean,
He's power hungry. He is power hungry.
When you left, he was like, I want to become, I'm owner. He said literally that, and then I said, no, I'm owner. For now. Until he joins back, he might have lagged. And guess what? You lagged, he joins back, and I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm owner.
Yeah, so the thing with that is he is power hungry. There used to be a co-owner in our server by the name of Lucas. His PSN is clutch something. Like it's clutch and then like numbers or something. He was extremely power hungry. D29 was able to get him to, well, it was originally going to be the owner was just going to talk to him, but he wound up fighting the owner and wound up leaving the server on his own. But the reason D29 said anything to sumy is because he was mistreating people in the server and abusing his powers. He was power hungry. Phillips has power now within the server. He is an admin, and he has power, and he is starting to get power hungry just like Clutch did. He is doing similar things to what Clutch did. For instance, kicking somebody because he didn't get his way. He's done many other things that have just hinted towards that, so I'm going to invite him back one more time and let him say anything he would like to say. And I will also invite Anthony and let Anthony say anything he would like to say. D29, OBJ boy, John's offline, and I will have to talk to Killtracker later. Anthony, if you're still in chat, I did invite you to the party if you would like to join in and say anything. I did as well for D29. So I will sit here for 20-30 seconds and give them their chance to join. If you guys would just like to make small talk, y'all can. And I will start up a roleplay or something after. Well, there goes us.
Oh yeah, I hope Gibby joins.
I do like Gibby. Gibby is a very chill guy. Is he actually, how old is he?
Oh, he's like 18, 19.
Jeez.
I know a lot of
yeah, he doesn't sound like it. It's weird. I didn't believe it at first, but alright, so it's been about a minute.
His friends even say the same.
Yeah.
They're like sound really deep voice, like they sound like 19.
Thank you for joining, Anthony. Is there anything you would like to say to the stream, which sumy will be which I will be sending to sumy? Is there anything you would like to say before I end it?
When we was in that game, you covered that
PUSS
right?
Joe, be quiet for a second. Can you say that one more time, Anthony?
When we was in that game, when I was texting you, you text me that PUSS.
Tell them to unmute Joe Knife.
Joe, it doesn't matter. Anthony, I will ask you this. You don't need to, Joe. After we are done with this, I'm going to be ending stream and all that. Anthony, I will ask you this. Joe, it does not matter. Anthony, do you have any proof of this alleged text message?
You did text me it.
Do you have any proof to show that it was done? And that to show... Okay, can you please save that proof and send it to D29 or me, so that way we can send that to sumy. If you would like to. If not, if you would like to show it to him yourself, that's completely up to you. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Okay. Thank you for your input. Will you be sending the proof of me calling you or sending you the alleged message to me or D29, or will you just keep it and send it and show it to Sumi yourself?
I will keep it and show it to Sumy.
Okay. That's cool. Your decision.
Don't let me so I can talk to him. I don't care if stream's on, and I just want to talk to him.
Joe, it doesn't matter. I'm about to be starting up an RP. Anthony, is there anything else you would like to say, or would you like to invite D29 in here and let him say a few things? It's up to you. I'll give you 3 or 4 minutes. You'll have to invite him. I did invite him. He did not join. If you invite him, he'll most likely join. So I'll give you a good 4 or 5 minutes to say anything you'd like, and then I'm gonna end it there if D29 isn't in here.
OBJ, 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 OBJ,
D29, you can now say anything you like, referring to your side of the story or anything along those lines. I still have stream up.
You're fake. You're fake.
You're fake.
Joe's a Joe.
So you're insulting Joe? Thank you.
Her. OBJ, her.
You just called me a her?
No, he called you a her.
That's offensive, but okay.
So D29, is there anything you would like to say to the stream that I will be sending to Sumi?
Sumy, these people are really, and actually the military does own a scrapyard, so keep that in mind. You're wrong!
The airport wasn't a scrapyard, but okay.
No, he's referring to after the airfield. They moved to the scrapyard.
Well, I mean, junkyard or not owned by government, they are owned by a person.
Yes, that junkyard, with the way it is, it would be owned by a single person or a company. It would not be owned by the government. It would be owned by a person.
The government would only own like facilities, things.
Yes, the government would, or in this case, the military would be there if there was gang, military terrorists, stuff like that. Yes, they would be there, but they cannot say that they own it because they would not own it.
They can't own it.
Yeah.
Physically and mentally, they
Anthony,
I'm gonna give him a roast that he's gonna hate.
Anthony, I do want to ask you a question. Why did you call me gay, a little girl, and a fag multiple times? Anthony.
He didn't just stand up.
Anthony, why did you call me a fag? Why did you call me gay? And why did you call me a little girl?
Because Phillips called you a little girl.
So Anthony, you called me that because Phillips.
I was walking in.
Yes.
So
you don't want to see your ugly face in the mirror, so you want to get away from the mirror?
Joe, be quiet.
You don't listen to my
okay,
friend.
so
I don't care. I do not care. You do not
Joe,
listen to my
I will
friend.
mute you if you do not be quiet. DJ9, so what I just got, Anthony called me a fag, gay, and a little girl because you have called me, to him apparently, a fag, gay, and a little girl.
I said that to him.
Anthony, I'm asking you. I have it recorded of him saying that you said it, so he repeated it.
Okay, good for him.
Okay. So are you calling Anthony a liar?
He can say what he's wrong. I can't even hear him say.
Are you saying that he is lying about you telling him that I am a fag, gay, and a little girl?
Okay, I never said that. You were a...
Answer the question. Did you tell
He
him?
was a little girl.
What happened?
Anthony says that you told him I'm a little girl.
Okay, yeah, I can say that.
Okay. Did you also tell him that I am gay, and did you also tell him that I am a fag?
Never have said that.
Okay.
Never.
That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed was a yes or no answer. Is there anything else you would like to say before I end this?
No.
Okay, so you are okay with me ending the stream and us going our separate ways. I will say this. I'm going to ask you a question. All I need is a yes or no answer, and then we're done. Something I'm going to be doing. If I'm hosting a roleplay, or if I have joined a roleplay and you join in, I'm not going to kick you. I'm going to ask you politely not to do the same, or not. I'm going to ask you politely to do the same if you're hosting or if you're in a roleplay with people, and I join, to not get me kicked. Or yes, if you will not try to get me kicked. Do you agree to this, or will you try to get me kicked? I just need a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Thank you. So, I wanted to know that. So, another question. Are you going to keep me on your friends list for now, unfriend me, or block me? I will ask nicely that you do not block me, because Sumy will need to most likely talk to both of us at the same time. So, it would be hard for us to be in a party at the same time if you block me.
It'd be kind of hard if you unblock Doug, that'd be cool, but if you don't, I guess I'll block you.
So, again, okay, you realize, Doug is Barry Get Wrecked 420, correct? That's Doug?
No.
Okay, what's Doug's username?
I am not feeling safe to say that right now.
Okay, how can I unblock them if I do not know their username?
You have had him blocked since day one you got on roleplay.
If I have, I have maybe, OBJ, I'm not going to be adding you. What's it called? You know how many people I have blocked, DJ9, and you know it's not that easy to just, there's not a category called blocked players. I have to search up their exact username to find their account. So if you do not if you will just message me their username, depending on the person, I will kindly unblock them. I do not, if I blocked someone, I most likely had a good reason. I'm not unblocking the Barry Get Wrecked kid because of the fact that he claimed he's going to boot, whether he can or not. I've been booted in the past. I was booted about 7 times this morning when I woke up. So I take it seriously, if I know someone's joking or not. If, for instance, if Joe said he's going to boot me, I know he's joking, because I know he cannot boot, because I've known him for a very long time. I do not know Barry Get Wrecked. So, he joins the party, he asks, and he says he's going to boot me. I'm going to take that seriously and proceed to block him, because I do not want to get booted. So, with the Doug person, if you'll message me their username, or tell me their username, so that way I can unblock them, I will. Is there anything else you would like to say, D29? Of course I would. DJ9, I guess you went AFK. So, as I was saying, the Doug person, I am, if you will message me.
It's Blair the King.
Blair the King. I will. Is any numbers?
Blair the King.
Message me and make a group chat with this person so that way I can unblock them. I did say this. I have it on stream. Joe can tell you the exact same thing, and so can Anthony. The Barry Get Wrecked, I'm not going to unblock them. When someone says they are going to boot me, I take it seriously, unless it's one of my friends that I know. Did I say I was going to boot you?
You said you would boot me.
Do you have proof of me saying I'm going to boot you?
Yes, Doug, I have 3 witnesses.
Okay. Get in contact with them. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony just proved you wrong. Anthony, are you saying that I said nothing about booting him, or he said nothing about booting me?
You say nothing about booting him.
Phillips, I have never claimed I'm going to boot you. We have been friends for how long? Going on a year and a half, roughly. Right? Good while. So, I do not boot people that I actually enjoy hanging out with. Juice on the game? You know, the only time I boot people, I told you this earlier, I told Alan as well. If you threaten me, for instance, if you threaten to boot me or track my IP and come to my house, kill me, rape me, my family, etc., I will boot you and block you. If you start talking bad about my mother or my sister or my grandmother, or anyone in my family or any one of my friends, including people on my PlayStation friends list and my IRL friends, I will boot, because I am a very defensive person when it comes to people I know. If somebody threatened to boot you, D29, I would boot them. For instance, if I did not threaten to boot you, for instance, if I knew Joe could boot, and Joe threatened to boot you, I would boot him offline. Because he threatened to boot somebody that I was friends with. Keyword, was.
What's his name? Doug you said to Doug, oh yeah, can you boot a D2 offline? He even heard that. He's like, no, I can't boot him.
Does this person have it recorded?
What?
Does Doug have proof of me saying, telling him to boot you?
Yes, you're telling him.
Does he have proof? Does he have video or audio recording?
You were recording at the time.
Okay, if you will find that stream and send it to me through Discord or send it to Sumy. I said this earlier. I said this earlier. If you will let me say this completely, I do currently have a phone. I did sell mine for a while. I do not currently have time to be on Discord because I am going through a lot of stuff right now. So can you please mute the stream, whoever that is? Okay, that's D29, please mute the stream so I can say what I'm trying to say.
D2, he said mute that stream.
Oh, okay, so this Doug person is Barry. Get wrecked. Yes, because they said, quote, do you want me to boot them? I thought they were asking me if I wanted you to get booted. Because of the way you were acting, yes, I was mad at you. Yes, I did say I wanted you to get booted. But, I fully admit to saying that. But, you also, but keep in mind, you invited him. See, Phillips is leaving because he knows I'm right. Phillips invited Barry Get Wrecked 420 to the party and asked him to boot me. There was miscommunication. I thought he was asking me if I wanted D29 to get booted. I fully admit to saying it. GTA 5 roleplay, please join back in the party. You can ask Barry Get Wrecked. You had me muted when you asked him to boot me. I have it recorded of him saying, do you want me to boot him? I fully admit to saying that I wanted you booted, because I did. I have it recorded. I cannot say I didn't. I fully admit to saying I wanted you booted, because at the time I did. But the thing is, you invited him into that party. Then how did he get into that party asking you if you wanted me booted offline? I will not be unblocking Doug ever. Thank you. Next.